welcome to episode 4 of Pia and Kim
Talk Voice.
This episode is all about warm-ups and cool-downs for your voice. So the question is, who needs warm-up and cool-downs?
Everybody that's going to use their voice, and definitely before you're going to use your voice professionally or before you're going to do your voice exercises.
Absolutely. So let's get started.
So we always want to start with breathing and stretching. If you go back to episode number 1, we talked a lot about breathing, and episode number 3, we showed you how to stretch. So just before you start your warm-ups and cool-downs, you just want to take a minute or two to breathe and stretch.
Great. So once you've done that and you feel relaxed, you're going to move on to breathing out on an S sound, and you're going to try to get to 20 seconds. So you'll get your timer out. You want to make sure, again, you're still using that really nice nasal breath in, super relaxed breath out, but you're going to create an S sound. So it'll sound like this. Just like that, holding it out nice and even. Again, you're going to try to get to 20 seconds. If you do, fantastic, move on. If you don't, give yourself 2 or 3 more trials.
Great. And I like to use the timer on my phone to make sure I'm doing it for 20 seconds. So exercise number 3, or warm-up number 3, is a yawn sigh. This is designed to lower the larynx, stretch the jaw, and lots of air is related. So this turns the voice on. So anytime we do an exercise, we always take a nice breath in through our nose. And if you happen to yawn during that exercise, even better, because that's a super relaxed larynx. Now that I've turned the voice on, I'm going to do an ah sigh to kind of fine tune that voice. Okay, so it's really important to remember with the ah sigh that breath equals voice. So the goal here is no pitch breaks. You're going to start at a comfortably high pitch and you're going to move to a comfortably low pitch. You're going to do this 2 times and you're going to remember that breath equals voice. So I take a breath in through my nose. Ah. And I do that 2 times.
All right, fantastic. The next exercise, we're going to use the M sound. Now this seems pretty simple, but the key here is that when you produce that M, you really want to feel vibration at your lips. When I do it, sometimes my nose starts to itch. So you're going to take that really good breath in, and you're going to produce an M on a comfortable pitch. Go as long as you can. So like this. And you're going to hold it out as long as you can. You're going to do that 2 times. All right. Now, the last group of warm-up exercises we like to call our buzzy exercises. And we've got a few different versions of these. These are kind of fun.
They are.
I would say, yeah. So we'll start with the straw exercise. And by the way, the reason that we do these silly kinds of exercises are that it increases the airflow and it also decreases tension by a lot. So we're going to take a straw, any size normal straw, and you're going to make a woo sound with the straw. You want to make sure that your lips are vibrating completely around the straw when you do it. So we're going to do this in 3 ways. We're going to hold a comfortable note straight. We're going to do a long hill, and we're going to basically play a melody for 1 minute on the straw. So I'll demonstrate. Feel that air?
I do. I feel a nice constant airflow.
Now I've got the hill. And then I'm going to pick a little melody, and I'm going to make sure that I do it for a minute. I won't torture you. You get the idea. The next one is to do it with a kazoo, which is really fun and is sure to annoy your neighbors, but all for the sake of the voice. So we've got the same straight sound again. Then we've got a nice hill. And then we've got the song.
I love it.
All right, why don't you take us out with some other crazy buzzy
exercises. So those are your beginner
exercises.
buzzy exercises. I'm going to kind of increase the difficulty a little bit. So similar to Kim using the straw, I'm just going to use the straw in a cup of water, and it's just going to add some resistance. And it's also, it gives us visual feedback, so I love this exercise. It's important to remember that when you blow in the straw, when you're humming into the straw, that you want to see the bubbles at the surface. You don't want to see the bubbles down here. It just shows that we're using the voice properly. So first I'm just going to start with blowing bubbles so you can see the bubbles, what I'm looking for or what I'm trying to attain. So you can see how the bubbles are sitting at the surface of the water. Okay, and then I'm going to use Kim's method, or our method, where we just do one note, and then you're going to do a hill. I'm going to increase the complexity with that hill. I'm going to do rolling hills instead of one long hill, and then a melody. So I'll start with just sound. Then I'm going to do rolling hills. And then I'll do a melody. Any melody you want. You're just going to hold it for a minute with proper breathing technique, and you just want to make sure that those bubbles stay at the surface. The last one really requires a lot of breath, a lot of coordination between your breathing and your resonance. So this is raspberries. So you're going to use your raspberries in the same way. First I just do raspberries with breath. Then I'm going to add some sounds. Then I'm going to add some rolling hills or one long hill, whichever you prefer. And then I'm going to do that melody that I'm going to keep for 1 minute. So you're warmed up now.
All right, fantastic. We hope you enjoy those and stay tuned for more.